Sarah, or whatever malevolent force had taken control of her, stood before the group with the silver mask clinging to her face. Her once familiar eyes were now shrouded in darkness, and a wicked grin stretched across her lips. She seemed like a stranger, and an aura of menace radiated from her. The other teenagers stood frozen, aghast and bewildered by the transformation that had overtaken their friend. They exchanged nervous glances, their flashlights trembling in their hands. The very atmosphere of the room seemed to have changed, as though the mansion itself reacted to Sarah's transformation. Sarah took a step forward, her movements graceful yet unnerving. It was as if she had become a marionette, controlled by strings pulled by an unseen hand. The room had grown colder, and an ominous presence filled the air, as if the malevolent force that had possessed her was asserting its dominance. One of the teenagers, Michael, finally found his voice. "Sarah, what's happened to you?" he stammered, his flashlight trembling as he pointed it at her. Sarah's response was a chilling, otherworldly laugh. "I am the keeper of the mask," she hissed, her voice no longer her own, "and I am the harbinger of the mansion's dark secrets." The group knew that they had to act fast to save their friend. They began to retreat slowly, inching towards the exit, but the possessed Sarah followed them, her footsteps echoing ominously on the wooden floor. Her laughter filled the room, a haunting symphony of malevolence. Desperation filled the hearts of the teenagers. They had no choice but to venture deeper into the manor, hoping to find answers and a way to free Sarah from the grip of the malevolent force. As they moved through the labyrinthine corridors, the mansion seemed to change around them, shifting its layout and leading them deeper into its enigmatic depths. Their flashlights flickered, casting eerie, elongated shadows that danced along the walls. Whispers echoed in the air, but now they were not alone. Ghostly figures, long-deceased inhabitants of the manor, appeared and danced in a macabre waltz around them. The atmosphere was charged with dread, and the group found themselves trapped in an otherworldly ballroom. The ghostly figures moved with a grace that defied the laws of the living, and their eyes held a melancholic longing that sent shivers down the teenagers' spines. As the clock struck midnight, they found themselves facing a locked door, a heavy, ornate wooden structure. An inscription on the door read, "Solve the riddle or be bound to eternity." Panic set in as they realized they were caught in a nightmarish puzzle, and solving it was their only hope of escape. The room was filled with tension as they began to unravel the riddle. The cryptic message hinted at the manor's sordid history and the key to their freedom. The room grew colder, the whispers louder, and the sense of being watched more acute. It was a race against time, and their trembling hands and racing hearts were their only tools to unlock the door. The conclusion of their journey was fraught with suspense. The mansion itself seemed to have a will of its own, reshaping its layout and luring them deeper into its clutches. The malevolent force that had possessed Sarah fought to retain control, and the lantern they had found in the first part dimmed as if it were growing weary. The group faced their greatest challenge yet. Would they solve the riddle and break free from the malevolent force's grasp? Or would they become yet another chapter in the haunted history of Brook Manor? Their fate hung in the balance, and the secrets of the manor awaited those who dared to uncover them on this chilling Halloween night. The group gathered around the cryptic inscription, their breath visible in the chilling air. It read, "To break the curse, reveal the mansion's darkest truth. Seek the heart of the hollow, where the malevolence was born." Their hearts raced as they pondered the riddle. It was a puzzle that held the key to their escape from the malevolent force that had gripped Sarah and the manor. But what was the mansion's darkest truth? And where was the heart of the hollow? As they examined the room, The lantern's flickering light revealed a peculiar painting on the wall. It depicted a grand ballroom, much like the one they had found themselves in, but in its former glory. In the center of the painting was a masked figure, and below it, a hidden compartment. With trembling hands, they accessed the hidden compartment and discovered a diary, ancient and weathered. Its pages contained the harrowing tale of a forbidden love, a curse, and the birth of malevolence within the manor's walls. The diary revealed the story of Eloise, a young woman who had fallen in love with a mysterious stranger, Victor, during a masquerade ball in the same ballroom they now stood in. Their love was forbidden, for Victor was from a rival family. The curse had been invoked, and malevolence had taken root. To break the curse, they had to retrace the steps of Eloise and Victor. The diary pointed to a hidden passage beneath the ballroom, leading to the heart of the hollow, where the malevolence was born. With no time to spare, they followed the clues, their hearts pounding. The passage revealed a hidden chamber, adorned with eerie symbols and an altar, where Eloise and Victor's fates were sealed. They had to perform a ritual to set things right. With trembling hands, they followed the instructions from the diary, seeking to undo the malevolence's grip on Sarah and the manor. As the ritual reached its climax, a blinding light enveloped the chamber. When the light subsided, they found themselves back in the ballroom, but it had transformed. The malevolence had dissipated, and Sarah lay unconscious, the silver mask no longer clinging to her face. As the first rays of dawn crept through the mansion's windows, Sarah awoke, her eyes filled with confusion. She had no memory of the malevolent force that had possessed her. The curse was broken, and the manor's darkest secrets were laid bare. The group exited the manor, forever changed by their nightmarish adventure. They had braved the malevolence of Whispering Woods and uncovered its mysteries. As they stepped into the light of a new day, they knew that they had faced true terror and emerged stronger for it. And so, the legend of Hollowbrook Manor lived on, a cautionary tale of forbidden love, curses, and the malevolence that lurked in the shadows. With that, the story comes to an end. But the memory of their Halloween night in the manor would haunt them for a lifetime,